my name is Eva and I'm the host of Business Meeting. And today with us we have Simara. Hey!
Hello.
And today we will be talking about Gen Alpha, kids, school, and teaching.
It's like too honest, let's say. When they don't like something, they just say it straight to your face. Like, oh my god, today the lesson was so boring. Oh my god, like today I was almost sleeping. I had my 6th grade telling me, never give an ugly guy a chance, they will think they rule the world.
So what is it that you do?
I'm an English teacher in Vilnius.
In Vilnius?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and who do you teach?
I teach middle school students in 5th and 6th grade at an IB school. They're private IB school.
And how's it going?
It's going pretty well. It's my 2nd year and I feel more comfortable now and I'm more confident with what I'm doing, so everything is all right.
Was it more difficult at the start?
Oh my god, it was it was very difficult. I didn't know because the kids are also like Lithuanian and I have never worked with Lithuanian kids. They don't speak my language, I don't speak their language. I didn't know what I was doing, but it was good. But I feel like it's better this year. I'm more... Even I was scared of the kids last year. I was scared to set boundaries with them, to put rules for them. But this year I'm like, no, we have rules and we follow it.
I can imagine kids can be scary.
Yeah, they are. I'm scared.
Yeah, and has there been any instances where you're scared?
Yes, of course.
Can you tell me more about it?
Oh yeah, I had a student. Can we curse here?
Yeah.
I had a student who told me "fuck you" 2 times, and I was very scared of him. And whenever I had a lesson with them, I was so nervous, to go.
I can imagine.
Yes, and the whole year was the same. And when they finished 6th grade, because I don't teach 7th grade, when they went to the 7th grade, I was very happy, because it can affect you very physically. At some point it starts affecting you physically, and I remember that I was crying in the bathroom after some time with them. But this year I have cried only once, so
Okay, that's an achievement.
it's better. Yes.
So it's better now.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, happy to hear that.
Thank you.
And what are the mean things that kids say
Mean?
nowadays? Yeah.
To me, to be honest, this year, not too much. They're just too honest, let's say. When they don't like something, they just say it straight to your face. Like, oh my god, today the lesson was so boring. Oh my god, today I was almost sleeping. Or yeah, but
it can get to you.
Yeah, no, actually no, because I'm fine as long as I teach them what I have to teach and they catch it. I don't care if they were bored, because this is not like circus. We came here to learn. I say it to them as well. I say sometimes they come to the classroom and the first thing they say can we watch a film today? And I'm like, no, you can watch film at home. This is school. I mean, they do watch films sometimes when they deserve it. To each other they can be mean, actually. Yes. And for example, when there's group work especially, I really don't like it. When we have to do a group work and there are some students who feel left out sometimes. That's why I always have to choose the groups myself. I cannot tell them oh, go make your groups. I know that there will be one kid who feels left out at least.
It's so sad.
Yes.
Kids are cruel.
Yes, they are, and especially now with these memes on TikTok everywhere, they feel like it's cool to bully each other or something like that. Yeah, and I'm trying to teach them that it's actually cooler to be kind. We will see.
And do you feel like they're usually rude towards each other or to you?
To each other.
To each
Not
other.
To me, no.
Mm-hmm.
No. To
I'm
each
not
other
surprised.
more. Yes, I don't know if maybe... I have very good relationship with my students this year, and they actually like me, and I don't know if they really like me or they're scared. That's why they're not
Maybe
mean, but no, I have very good relationship with them.
From what I remember, I used to really like those teachers who are just real with you.
They know me, so when I get mad at them, they're like, oh,
Oh.
she's mad. Oh,
We gotta stop.
security. Yeah, they're like, they tell each other. Sometimes I hear, she's mad now she's mad, like, let's stop. So it's good to balance, to be strict but at the same time fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I succeed this year at doing this. Last year I was just fully for the vibes, just to make the kids love me, but this
It
year
doesn't
no.
work.
Yeah, it doesn't work at all. They take advantage of you.
Yeah. I noticed that usually when there's a new teacher, they're like very friendly, very nice the first year, and then something flips and you know why.
Yes.
Because like it's difficult to deal with so many people at the same time, and just with their attitudes and with everything, and like there has to be some kind of order.
The thing with kids is that if you want to be strict, you have to be strict from the first day. If you start it like, if you say like, oh, it's my first day, I need to be relaxed, no. On my first day, I entered to the classroom and I said, hello, nice to meet you, what are your names? And then I started, this is the rules of the class. If I was like, no, it's the first day, let's just talk with them, and then I can be strict next week, it's not gonna work. Not gonna work. You have to start strict.
Okay, and do you enjoy it now?
Surprisingly, I enjoy it. Yeah, last year I
Surprisingly.
was thinking, oh my god, if this year was like this, next year is gonna be hell. But no, I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised also myself.
Stay positive. Yeah, things can change. It's alright. But yeah, how did you manage to find such job? And were you always thinking, wishing to like be a teacher?
No, I didn't want to be a teacher.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay. Interesting turn.
Yes. I had more. I wanted to study fashion, to be honest.
Okay.
Yes, but it didn't work out. So I started looking for what I can do. And at some point, I remember I had no idea, because I was thinking, okay, fashion, and it didn't work out. And I was like, I don't care about the rest. And I said to my father, you choose for me what I will do.
Oh, okay.
And then he told me, okay, English teacher.
Nice.
And then I went to a bachelor's. I studied English language and literature. And then in master's here, I did educational management. And that's how I became a teacher. But it's not what I wanted to do.
How old are you?
25.
25. Okay.
Yeah, I turned 25 in April.
I was gonna say 20.
No, 25. I wish I was 20, but no.
Yeah, you're a young teacher. Like, it's always surprising to me how people just finish high school and they already know what they're gonna do.
We have a teacher who's 22. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he works with 8th graders. At the age of 22, I would be scared to work with 8th graders.
And what challenges have you faced while working with kids?
I think for all the teachers, the first biggest challenge is behavior, how to make sure everybody behaves well, which is impossible. And then for me also, one of the big challenges is, like, as I said before, when there's a left out student, what to do. Like, if I force them to work in groups and it doesn't turn out well, it's gonna be my fault. And if you tell them, okay, you work alone, they're like, why am I working alone? I remember last year we had one student with ADHD, and with this type of students, you need special program for them, special lessons and stuff. And I remember he was asking me all the time, why am I treated so differently from the others? Why do you treat me different?
Oh,
and his name was in red, because for us to know that when they introduce the students to us, the students with special needs, we have their names in red, and he saw it somehow, and he was like, why is my name in red? Like, why? What makes me different from the others? And I don't know what to tell him. I was just like, I'm trying my best to make the lessons more interesting for you. That's why, because I know that it's very difficult for you to focus. And yeah, this kind of things can happen. Or like, I remember one of my students came to me and she said, teacher, they're making fun of me. And I'm like, what should I do? Because if it's me, I'm gonna cry. But what can I do? I don't know. And then I'm so thankful that they have mentors every class. and that you can always go to them and say like, this is happening and I cannot handle anymore. Can you do it? Because these mentors graduate from psychology, so they know what to do. These are the biggest challenges for me rather than teaching them, because teaching them for me is easy. I can do it. But yes, this kind of situations are very difficult to handle. Because as an adult, like whatever you do, it affects them. And you're like, what should I do now? Like to not affect them in a bad way.
You're basically writing their story, and it's a very important role.
Yes.
Because from like what I remember, teachers really impacted me.
Yes.
They were very impactful, yeah.
I still remember what my teacher told me in the first grade.
Yeah. Exactly.
It wasn't so nice. So you remember the mean things,
of course,
that
you do,
to you more than the nice things.
It's like core memories in that sense, and it's very sad if they're negative. And how do you manage bad behavior?
Just by being very strict. And for example, last year I was scared to take actions. If someone is misbehaving, I was just,
I can imagine,
closing my eyes to it because I was scared. This year, no, I am just asking them to leave the classroom, or emailing the parents, or just like in the classroom, like giving them consequences. For example, if there's a student who doesn't do his classwork because he's bored, they stay after school. Nobody wants to stay after school.
You're responsible for your actions.
Yes, yes. But the most important thing to know is that kids' bad behavior is not because of you. Like, never taking anything personal is very important when teaching. And it's also very difficult to not take it personal, but then you have to understand that it's not personal. It's just them being kids.
Kids being kids. That's how it is. They're just going through something. They're like friendship problems, maybe even family problems.
I cannot, if you ask me to sit for 45 minutes and listen to someone, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Exactly.
And they have 7 lessons in a day where they have to sit 45 minutes. So I understand when they're super active or something. You know, I'm chill until they start like using bad words. If it's bad words, that's where I cross the line. But if they want to stand up, if they want to walk around, if they want to stand right next to me, I'm fine with it. If they want to work outside voluntarily, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, basic respect. Yeah.
Sometimes I take them outside all the class to study because we have a backyard.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. It's like very
we have
sensory.
Yes.
Like it's a sensory experience.
Open classroom. Yes.
Yeah.
I take them there, and I'm like, okay, you can study here. The weather is nice, and they actually study.
I can imagine.
They're very
fresh
responsible.
air, just like trees. Like you're just reconnecting with nature.
Yes.
In school, yeah. Were there any moments that really stuck with you?
Like in a good way? Or
you decide. Whichever you want to share.
I don't know. There were a few things. For example, I will always remember this year it was my birthday, and they knew it was my birthday, and they made a surprise. Aww. For me. Like, I was the first lesson. I came to the classroom, and they had the donut that says 25 candle on it, and they bought me little gifts, and they had even this confettis, and I don't know, I cried actually that day. I also cried one more time, but it wasn't so good. Oh. I cried two times. Yeah. I remember I cried because I really didn't expect it. And also, like, when you think that these kids, they go home and ask money for like from their parents, and they're like, we want to get a birthday gift for our English teacher, can you give us, I don't know, 10 euros or something. So I think I will always remember this, because when I was in the 5th grade also, I was going to a language course to learn English, and there they also made me a surprise party, but my teachers. So it reminded me of that time, because they're also in the 5th grade, but this time I am the teacher. Yeah. So I think, I will always remember that day. But also there are some things I will remember in a bad way too. I cannot say from this year, but from last year, yeah, there are a few things.
Anything serious?
No, nothing. Just like, just because, as I said, like it's very important to not take everything personal,
Yeah.
and I wasn't, unfortunately,
You weren't
applying
ready.
this last year. I was taking everything very personal. So, but I wouldn't say like there's something that has traumatized me or anything like that. Just
Of course,
small
okay.
moments,
Thankfully.
I remember last year I called one of the students, because they weren't working, and I said, "Can you come here? I want to talk to you." And they said no, and then they left. I had a panic attack because how angry I was. Legit, like I started shaking, and like I was like, "I'm calling you, and you're not coming here. Like I'm your teacher." But this year, if it happens, I'm gonna be like, "Okay, we will talk later if you don't want to talk right now."
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was the most like raging I felt last year.
I can imagine.
Even the fuck you didn't affect me that much.
And you can control that. You can control their behaviors. So the only thing you can do is just deal with it yourself,
Yes.
Just
And
don't
just
take
because
it
you
personal.
cannot say anything to them,
Exactly.
you need to keep it here, and then it comes up all together, and
Of
one day you go
course.
boom.
Of course, like it did make sense in that sense. Why teachers are mad sometimes, and like it just bottles up.
You cannot even get mad. They start making fun of you because they're like, "Ah, we rage baited you." Like nowadays, getting mad is cringe.
I could never be a
They
teacher.
start making fun of you for being angry, and I'm like, "Oh my god! Like, can you let me do one thing in peace? Like whatever I do." And for example, you tell them like, "Sit down," and they're like, "Not sitting down." And you're like, again, "Sit down, please." And then you're like, "Sit down," and she's like, "Oh, chill, okay."
Oh my
and I'm
gosh.
like, "Oh my god, this is my like third time telling you, and you're acting like I'm crazy."
Yeah, and it's on you. Like, wow, like chill. I asked you 5 times.
Yes,
Yes. My gosh, I feel bad for you.
No, it's fine, I guess.
Okay.
Or is it?
Or is it? How do you deal with kids who are a bit smarter and it's too easy for them?
We have different. For example, when we have a topic, we don't have it in one way. We have it in 3 ways. The kids who need more time to deal with it, the kids who take less time to do it, which like we make the tasks more challenging for them. For example, if you have to do 3 things, we gave them the same 3 things but in a more challenging way. Or maybe I sometimes even add one more like extra credit task. So this is how we do. And for example, if you're writing something, sometimes I ask them to write more. For example, if everybody has to write like 80 words, they write 100 words or something like that. And we have at our school a special program where we work with gifted kids. For example, with my 5th graders, we're making shadow theater, and 6th graders, we're writing comics. And next year, I have already had some talks about it, that I want to make a podcast with my 5th graders, because we have a room for yes, and I want 5th graders to interview other students, like maybe older students. Like, this is what we are gonna do next year. I really want to make it. And with 6th grade, we created the story and we prepared the cover of the book, but of course we didn't have enough time to draw all the episodes. But next year, with their next teacher, they're gonna finish it, because I'm not gonna teach them anymore. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. It's like my first graduates, because like I was teaching them last year, because I teach 5th and 6th. I was teaching them last year, I was teaching them this year, and they're going next year. Yes, my first
they're growing
graduates.
up.
Yes. No, I'm gonna actually like really miss them.
Okay.
I tell them too. I tell them, oh my god, I'm gonna miss you so much.
Aw.
Yes, because they're very nice. And when I go to their lesson, I don't feel like I'm having a lesson with my students. I feel like I'm gonna meet with my friends.
That's so cool.
Yes.
I love that for you, honestly.
I'm gonna tell you, like, they were sending me follow requests all the time. I had to make a new Instagram account just for my students because I cannot accept you to my main account. It's not appropriate. Okay, for high schools, yes, it's okay. I have one student from 10th grade in my account. But for middle school, my students, I cannot accept them. It's not appropriate. They add me on Snapchat, on TikTok, everywhere. And on Snapchat, I accept them because obviously, yeah, I'm not gonna send them any snaps. It's just like if they want to. They told me like it's aura to have your teacher on your Snapchat. So I'm like, okay, I will let you. I will let you flex.
Yeah.
So I just accepted them. For Instagram, no, I had to make a new account.
Understandable.
I have 20 followers.
Yeah. Popularity.
Yes.
And how do you deal with kids who are, after all of those like efforts, they're still not getting it?
It's possible, of course. What to do is that once or twice a week we have consultations with this kind of students where we stay after school and do extra tasks with them. That's how I do, because I remember I had a few times where the students cried because they didn't understand. And I remember I also cried in math lesson when I was a kid. So when I see that they're crying or they're getting emotional, angry, doesn't have to be always about crying. I just tell them, okay, you can stop. You don't have to do it right now. Take a rest. And then I invite them another time to finish it. And as I said, we have consultations at school.
It sounds so healing. Like my inner child is so happy hearing this.
Mine too. Mine too. It's like, you know, when your parents give you everything they couldn't have when they were a kid. I feel like I'm doing that right now with my students.
That's so beautiful. Stop. Now birth rates are decreasing. And what are your thoughts on it? Well, young adults don't really want to have kids.
Yes.
What do you think about it? Is it good? Is it bad? How is it? What are your thoughts?
I feel like it's completely normal. Like when I was a kid, I was thinking by the age of 25, I'm gonna be married with kids. But I think it's now I don't want kids. At least for the next 3 years, I don't want it. Because having kids obviously is like one of the biggest blessings, I think. But at the same time, when you think about it, it's just for us, like now the new generation is just too much responsibility, let's say.
Exactly.
Because I remember I had a dog once, and it was like wherever I go, I have to take her with me, and like I have to take care of it. And I was thinking, oh my god, if for a dog I spend this much effort, imagine for a kid what they do. And right now, like we want to travel more, see the world while you're young. I saw one video last time and it really stuck with me, and they were saying like, stop going to Paris and I don't know, to Amsterdam or these kind of countries while you're young. Go and go, I don't know, do jump like from a cliff, or like jump from what do you call it, like skydiving.
Yeah.
Do these kind of things while you're young, because you can always go to Paris when you're old. And I was like, oh my god, it's true, because I have never done any type of activities like that.
Exactly, just live in the moment.
Yes. And nowadays, like, relationships are also like fucked up, so
Absolutely.
It's a big risk to have a kid with someone.
I was about to ask you this. In your experience, have you met a lot of partners who are like safe to start a family with? Where like, would you trust them with a possible no?
As a person, maybe yes, but when it comes to being responsible, I think nobody I have met is actually ready for this kind of responsibility. And I feel like in Europe it's more, in, for example, my country or Middle East, or like where Asia or something, like boys are, of course now they're also getting, less responsible, but there are more you can find who are ready for this. In Europe, it's very difficult to find. Not in a racist way, but like the way we grow up, maybe, you know?
As a culture.
Because as a culture, yes, my parents, my mom was 20 when I was born.
Yeah.
And in here, from my experience at least, this is what I have seen, that European boys are less, and I'm with them, I'm on their side. I'm also not ready for any big responsibility like that. So
All of us.
I understood that it's completely cultural things, because my ideas changed after I moved to Europe. When I was in my country, I was like, I want to get married, I want to have, after I came here, I'm like, no, I don't want it anymore. For example, before, when somebody told me like, oh, I want to get married at 28, I was like, you have lost your mind. 28? What? You're a grandma. I want to be a young mom. But now I'm like, yeah, actually, yes, 28 makes sense.
It's smarter.
Yes, it's smarter.
Yeah. And even then, the opportunities aren't gone.
Yes,
it's
28
not,
is young. No?
Yeah, it's very young. Like,
yeah.
not even 30.
Because when we were kids, like, 20 even was like
yeah.
And then when I turned 20, I'm like, no. People who were 20 weren't like this when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's insane. Genuinely, I know a lot of people my age, and like, it's okay. It's okay. It's your life. But I just cannot imagine being married at this age or having kids already. How? You haven't even figured the world. Like, you know nothing, you know?
Yes.
It's like, it's crazy.
I was just telling my friends today, oh my god, it's impossible to go to Instagram. Everyone's getting married.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if it's the same for you, but when I go to Instagram to watch stories, it's like, I said yes, I got engaged, I'm very happy for them. Some of them are my friends.
Exactly.
But when I think myself in that position, it feels so unreal for me. I don't know.
That's the whole point. Like, for me it's Facebook. I never go to Facebook, because the first thing you see when you open it up is someone getting married.
It's very nice to me that people have their life figured out to get married. I don't know where I will be after 1 year.
I have no clue. Same.
Me neither.
When you think about your childhood, how different kids are nowadays compared to when you were a kid?
I had my first phone when I was 17.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest difference with kids now, that they're always on their phones. We used to play outside. We used to make cakes from leaves, and I don't know, play with each other, spend more time with each other. And now, like, everybody, including me, on the phones all the time. And I don't know, I feel like kids are super aware of everything now. For example, I had my 6th grade telling me, never give an ugly guy a chance, they will think they rule the world. And I was like, how do you know this? 6th grade, how do you know this? And she was like, oh, I know a lot of things. When I was in 6th grade, I didn't know what does the word boyfriend mean.
Yeah. It's like, oh, he's a friend.
Yeah, they're very
and he's a boy, I guess.
yeah, exactly the same.
Probably.
I was scared to say the word boyfriend or girlfriend in front of my parents. And I think it's also in a nice way that they're very smart, they're aware, not like, I don't support like when somebody says like the kids need to be, you know, always like far from the phone, like, you know, like isolated. I'm also not for it. So I think it's also a good thing that kids know also their rights. They know their rights so well. We didn't know, like, sometimes when you tell them to do something and they're like, you cannot make me do that. And when you think about it, actually, they're right. But
they have
are
a choice.
So used to do whatever the adults say.
Yeah.
And we expect them to do the same thing. But at the same point, you remember, no, actually, yes.
Thank goodness. Do that. Thank goodness that they question things.
Yes. It's actually a very good thing. Like, we used to believe whatever, like, the older people said.
Yeah.
And right now, like, when you give them some information and they're like, but no, it's not like that.
Exactly.
And I'm like, there were a few times when I was like, oh my God, yeah, they're right. It's not like that.
It's not like that. Damn.
Yeah, I learned from them.
Yeah. I heard
Yeah.
this. I heard teachers saying this a couple of times that you
Yeah.
learn from them sometimes even more. What things have you expected and not expected from this job?
From the job, I to be honest, I don't know. Like, I knew when I started this job, I knew that I was gonna have difficult students. I knew I was gonna have some, like, how to say, like, more calm, like calmer students. And it's like it hasn't changed a lot, like in the behavior sense when we were students. In our class also there was some students who were trouble, some students who were. I was in the middle, and actually I didn't expect this job to, how to say, like, help me grow this much, because this job has taught me a lot. And my mom was telling me, like, because I see my family maybe once a year or twice if I'm lucky. And my mom was telling me, like, after working with kids, you have become very patient, very mature. And I'm like, yes,
Makes
actually it
sense.
makes sense. For example, when I talk to someone, even to adults, I'm like trying to understand what they're saying rather than jumping to conclusions. And my mom, yes, was telling me that I became better. I would say, like, I have grown up so much. She was telling me, but also the teacher personality. Sometimes it comes out when I'm with my friends also, and they're like,
In what
"We
ways?
are not your students. Like, stop." And I'm like, "Oh my god, yes, I'm so sorry. You're right."
What do
For
you
example,
do?
if I am telling them, like, I don't know, like, to sit down.
Sit down.
Yes, we are leaving in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, when someone is, for example, starting, when I feel like someone is going to start an argument, I start, like, and they're like, stop. Like,
Okay,
no,
but
like,
it makes sense.
yeah, it makes sense. Because I'm telling my students also, like, as I don't live with my family, my day depends on how my day was at school. So, like, they're my family, because I see them, then I go home, because during the weekday I have to sleep at 11 or something like that. I meet with my friends also, but, like, not every day, of course. So I tell them, like, you are the only people I see and interact during the day. So however my day was with you, it shapes my whole day.
And do you enjoy talking to your students more or to other teachers in that sense? Like, what do you have better relationship
I
with?
spend most of my times with my students.
Understandable, yeah.
Yes, because also, uh, of course, we have international teachers at school, but most of the teachers, the majority is Lithuanian. Yeah, they
Yeah.
speak English too, but for example, when you go to a teacher's room, there are like 5 Lithuanian teachers, they're not gonna speak in English. And when, for example, we have 10 minutes breaks, so I prefer to stay in my classroom and relax rather than going outside and, like, interacting with other teachers.
Understandable, yeah.
So I spend, I would say, 90% of the day with my students.
And how much are you using Lithuanian, if you use any,
I don't
with your
use
students?
any,
Mhm.
but I have started I understand a little bit Lithuanian right now, because of the students, or
You pick it up.
yes, like, for example, for learning a language, it's more important to be forced to be around that language. So I never sat down and, like, studied Lithuanian, but how do I understand? Because I'm around Lithuanians, and sometimes when my students speak in Lithuanian, and I react because I understand, and they're like, "How did you understand?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "I don't know how
I don't know. I
understood."
can
Like,
tell you. I just know.
yes, because I hear this language every day, and
Yeah.
I don't know, it just happens naturally. That's also when they teach you, when you, I don't know if you had this, but, like, I don't know in which subject we were learning, like, if you take a Chinese kid and put him in an English school, they're gonna speak English, not Chinese, even though they're Chinese. Like, it's like the same thing. Like, when you are in around Lithuanians, you're gonna hear Lithuanian.
Exactly,
And sometimes
yeah.
I forget some words in my own language. I remember them in English. And then they're like, yeah, we get it. You're in English. Okay. But I'm like, I actually don't remember.
Do you think that kids speak English well nowadays?
Yes.
Crazy good.
Yes. And sometimes parents come and ask, why my kids' grades are so low, but they speak very good English? And I'm like, yes, they speak good English. But when it comes to grammar, do they know why this is like that? Do they know how to write an essay? Do they know how to make a project that has success criteria? Of course they can speak.
It's more than just understanding.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when it comes to applying, that's where they, how to say, not suffer, but like they face challenges, let's say. They speak very good English because they watch movies in English, like social media.
Is it
slangs?
Gen Alpha, I think, or
yes,
not?
Yes,
I think so.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they were raised by internet, like completely.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
crazy. I wonder what kind of adults they will be.
Oh, me too. I tell them, I really hope I will be able to see you when you grow up. Not even like an adult, but when you're in high school, when you're a teenager.
Yeah.
I really hope I will get the chance, because they have like 5 more years at least, like until they become like high school. But we will see. I'm also very interested.
I feel like this generation won't be pushovers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They will stand for what they believe in. And similar like Gen Z, I think, but they're just more stubborn.
Yes.
Maybe. I think so, at least.
Yes, they're more stubborn. I agree. They will be just for the vibes.
Yeah.
Also.
Exactly. I think so too. And thanks for watching this episode. Thank you, Simara, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It was a very interesting conversation indeed. And if you want to be our guest, just message us. Contacts are in the description. And for Simara, same. Just everything's in the description. And see you next time. Bye.
See you.